Well, we just saw The Visit, and on this show, I take my friends, we go see a movie, we review it in the car, and on this video, we do a spoiler-free discussion. If you'd like to see a spoiler version, you can see the video titled The Visit Movie Discussion with Spoilers. This is the new M. Night Shyamalan movie. It is a suspense, horror, thriller movie. There are certainly things to spoil, so we won't do that in this video. And if you have any desire or intention of seeing it, don't watch the spoilers ahead of time. It will really detract from how much you enjoy the movie. Having said that, I thought that the tension was really good throughout. I was surprised by some elements of the twist, elements of the third act, which is good. Like, I didn't figure out the whole thing, or the whole thing didn't end up to be something really stupid and unguessable, or that there wasn't enough information, for you to get what was going on. If anything, this is a very slow-moving, slow-building suspense movie. Every scene has a bit of suspense in it. There's a lot of times where sort of the scariest thing in the scene will happen, and then it'll just cut to the next scene, which in some movies is like they just sort of forgot that something terrible happened. But in this, there's always this level of confusion as to whether what's happening is sinister versus it's just kind of in their minds, if that makes sense, without explaining the entire movie. I thought it was really good. I thought, if it didn't have Shyamalan's name on it, and I just went in and saw it by itself, I would say, it's a decent thriller, psychological horror kind of movie. It did a good job using found footage. It did a good job using the jump scares in it were real things. Was really people messing with each other and not, an object that suddenly had like a bass drum underneath of it that isn't isn't on the screen. It's just something that they added in post. But yeah, I would say, for people who are fans of Shyamalan and want to see something good by him, I won't say this is necessarily a return to form. It's not great, but it's very good. And it's far from the just disasters that he's put out, basically since Unbreakable. So
we don't speak its name.
Yeah, I mean that's like the highest praise I can give to it, is that it's a Shyamalan movie that you'll probably enjoy. What do you guys think?
I really enjoyed it. I figured it out pretty quick, but Shyamalan threw some things in there later that made me doubt myself. But the tension was great, and the fact that they didn't use jump scares. I mean, they had a couple in there, but they didn't accompany with the loud banging noises like they normally do in every single horror movie that ever existed.
Yeah, everything legitimately felt like it was from the camera's microphone.
Yeah, and some things were just, instead of trying to scare us, it just let it sit there and be creepy, and fill the room with kind of an uneasiness, which was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I definitely suggest going and seeing it.
I thought it was okay. It's hard to talk at length about it without going into spoilers, because it's just the nature of the film. If you're a fan of M. Night Shyamalan, or I can never pronounce his name, you definitely want to check it out. The tension, I think, is good, and I felt like some of the more emotional moments felt kind of forced, but I kind of liked it. There's style-wise, it's a bit of a throwback to The Shining, the way it just kind of presents it episodically with the days. But yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. I didn't think it was amazing, but it's definitely tense, and you don't need those jump scares because there's enough tension to just kind of like you're totally intrigued with, okay, where's this going now?
Yeah.
Lots of red herrings though, so you're gonna take a few detours in terms of what you think is happening. But it's got a good resolution towards the end in the third act.
Yeah. And if you're not a horror movie fan, or like gore bothers you or any of that kind of stuff, this is one of those movies that it's not really like that. It's more it's more in your head than anything else.
The shaky cam could bother people because there are some scenes that are pretty shaky.
Yeah, but there's so much worse.
Yeah,
well,
they kind
yeah,
of limit the
yeah.
jiggle cam.
But yeah, I would just say that, you know, if you're interested but you're worried that, you know, it's going to be too graphic or anything like that, like, it's not. And it's not something where, like, you're not going to close your eyes to go to sleep and, like, be afraid of whatever, you know, happened in the movie. So I'll put it that way. So anyway, that is our review. If you like the way we do these, please like the video, subscribe, check out all the written and video reviews over at dalemaxfield.com, and thanks for watching.